Hello, my name is Dr. Marcia Smith, and I'm the Secondary Assistant Superintendent for Teaching and Learning. In Springdale Schools, our educational philosophy is all means all. Dr. Jim Rollins, Superintendent of Springdale Schools, leads our focus to dramatically improve student achievement and provide the best education for all students, whether the student comes to us from across the street or across the ocean. In Springdale Schools, we use a model called the Staircase to Educational Excellence. As Springdale educators, we work to ensure that every child is successful and learns at the highest levels. Each step in the Staircase to Educational Excellence allows us to have a clear focus on our work. Starting with Teach Them All, students move up the steps to become innovation ready.
And to me, teaching them all means that no matter where kids come from or what challenges they might have in their lives, we help them not just learn to read and write and do math, but learn what they need to live the lives they dream. So to me, that means teaching creativity, collaboration, all those important things that don't always show up on tests, but really matter for success in college and in their life beyond that.
The ground is frozen and covered with ice.
I heard somebody talk about teachers as healers, and I think what we do goes way beyond just kind of teaching reading and writing and math. I think kids come to us and they have these deep needs. They need something from us or from school or from each other. And so I think the more that we're able to provide them and really see them as an entire human being, not just as a student, and see them in context of their families and their communities, the more they can thrive, not just in school, but in the years after they leave us.
Okay, so can you try that again?
It's not just kind of learning what we teach, but thinking a lot about who we teach.
Learning for All really is facilitated by creating a culture within your school. So when you start exploring the culture of your school and really emphasizing that culture of learning for all, that's when we're able to meet those needs of our learners. We employ a lot of assessment, not only of their learning, but for their learning, so that we are constantly monitoring their growth as a learner, and then we're able to meet in teams, we meet in professional learning communities to explore and discuss where each of our individual students are and where they need to be at this point in time. So we try to incorporate what the student needs, whether it's in their home life, everything that that child needs, coupled with where they are as a learner and their unique learning styles, and we try to put those all together. So we have to think outside of the box to be able to provide all those things for those learners.
Nice job! Good. You are getting really good.
I think in Springdale Public Schools we learn together in a lot of ways, but I am particularly passionate about our families that are learning together by participating in the Springdale Family Literacy Program.
We have over 10,000 English learners in the district, and many of their families come to school every day with their children in our Family Literacy Program.
We learn together not only as adults together, but parent and child together, and the impact it's having is tremendous.
They sit right alongside their child and they do the same work that their children are doing. This helps them to understand how education works in the classroom, and they learn many strategies that they can then take home and use with their children at home.
I teach the parents ways to ask their children questions so that it's an open-ended question. So instead of, did you have a good day at school today? Yes. Tell me about your day at school today, where the child is having conversation with them.
I think learning together is very beneficial for families. It's important for the children to see that education is important to their parents. When we help families learn how to learn together, they can not only learn together at school, but they can also learn together at home.
To me, graduation ready means that students understand the importance of lifelong learning and are ready to take that on.
Well, how does that look in our district right now?
Graduation requirements have changed so much, but our community, our society has really changed in that we want to see the skills the kids have. We want them to be able to see things. We want them to be able to do things like take on challenges, be able to communicate well. So I think it's changed a little bit from just the cut and dried number of credits to what kind of skills kids possess that they can use when they get out of high school.
And I know that when I was at Springdale High School and the implementation of our academy model, there was a lot of emphasis that began 15, 16 years ago on career ready as well as college ready. And I know that we've even ratcheted that up over the years in every arena that we're talking about, in every school, every conversation, our partnerships with our middle schools, our junior highs, and we're recognizing the credentialing opportunities for careers as well as the credentials to receive a diploma.
I was going to say, with that skill ready, I think it's important that students know how to self-assess and to reflect, because once they self-assess and reflect, they're ready for graduation, because then they can reflect socially, emotionally, and cognitively as they go forward.
You know, in the past it was graduation ready is what do you, the term was what do you know? Now it's what can you do? It's that transition from high school to what you're going to do after high school. Yeah. College, career, whatever. And I think there's been more emphasis of credentials, of certificates, of vocation. It's not a endpoint, it's a stepping stone. And when you think about the term graduation ready, are you ready to graduate? Are you ready to take that next step to be successful after high school?
Career ready means that a student is confident when they enter the workforce, that they have the skills necessary to be successful. And at Springdale School District, we're able to do that in various ways through different programs of study, whether it be agri or engineering, building trades, family consumer sciences, medical or engineering.
All of our classes are performance-based, so the students are actually doing specific tasks. It's a very hands-on atmosphere. Besides passing all the written exams, there is a component of the performance-based side of it which they have to complete in order to get their credentials.
We have what's called a JAG program, which is Jobs for Arkansas Graduates, that takes students in the classroom and then helps them find a job, and then they're able to take those classroom experiences and put them into real life. I mean, we all learn best by doing, and that's great when students are able to do that and then learn from community members. So it's not just in the classroom, it's a partnership with our community, which is really important in Springdale School District.
College ready means that the students have prepared themselves for college from the very beginning of their education journey.
Well, I think it infers this idea of being able to leave high school and go to college seamlessly without the stress or anxiety or lack of preparation to make it in the freshman college level classes.
We talk to them a lot about what their next steps are and about what their goals are in the IB program specifically. Very much a college-ready program. The classes themselves are modeled much more after a college program. The assessments are large assessments that require time and planning and thought beforehand.
You know, students who have done a significant amount of research are certainly more college-ready than the students who haven't done that.
These students are going on and getting a career. And that's what we here at Springdale School District, we want. We want to develop students who can go to college and be successful in college.
Competition ready means that students are having the opportunity to have real life scenarios where they can apply the skills that they are learning. And this really helps them to see what their life after high school is going to be.
For Springdale Schools to be competition ready, we really need students that are ready to enter the 21st century workplace. So they need communication skills, collaboration skills, they need to be creative, and they need to be good critical thinkers.
You benefit from being competition ready by putting yourself in real life scenarios, so that way life after high school, you've already been in some of those situations. It really helps you to step out of the public school system ready to take on the challenges in this 21st century workforce.
Being innovation ready means that the students are adaptable, that they're able to sit down, problem solve, work in a group, figure out how to meet their own needs, figure out how to learn for themselves. So you combo that with innovative resources, and we're really preparing them for a future that we don't even know what it's going to be, but they're going to have all of the skills that they need in order to be successful.
Our kids are going forward. They're taking new steps every day to really try and change the model. They're learning at a flexible pace. They're making career-focused choices. They're really learning about what all their options are after they graduate. More importantly, they're learning how to work as a team. They're learning how to live in today's environment. I think that's all of our goal.
East is a great class because it gives students the opportunity to learn skills in teamwork, self-direction, problem solving. It gives them the opportunity to learn how to learn. There's a lot of cognitive elements to it.
I think our students have to be innovative. You know, the world in front of them is changing so fast. To be innovative, they have to be ready. That means they have to have the academic skills. They've got to have the character skills, the executive skills. And then they've got to have a mindset to really apply what they've learned in the classroom. So to be innovative in today's market is critical.
Springdale administrators, teachers, and staff, as you move forward this school year with your work to achieve educational excellence, lead with a purpose and a clear focus. Remember, all means all, and our students deserve our very best.